Hello, hope everyone's doing okay today. I'm kind of side on today because I have my cat on my bed in the background, and I figured if he's sitting there, I might as well have him on display. It's my cat Mango, and he's very cute, so that's why I'm side on. I've had a bit of a change in mind in how I structure these videos. So I said last video that I'd be doing daily logs, and I think I'll be switching to 2 or 3 days. I'll be making a log as well as a kind of recount of my thoughts or some kind of idea I want to talk about. The reason is that it gives me more stuff to talk about because it's kind of hard to make a whole video on one day. And also it gives me more freedom in how I upload because I don't want to pressure myself to make a video every single day. Yeah, so in terms of my last couple of days, I'm pretty happy with how I've been going. I'm learning that the biggest issue I have right now is too often I'm filling up my downtime or steps in my routine, time between steps in my routine. I'm filling it too much with like YouTube and gaming, that kind of thing. So ideally, I structure my day so that in 1 hour chunks or, maybe 1 hour and a half at the end of the day, I allow myself time to watch YouTube or game or whatever. But as soon as I allow it to like fill in the cracks between steps in my routine and the rest of my day, it just becomes impossible to track, and you just sink so much time into it. That's really the main thing I'm working on right now. Everything else I'm happy with. I've been going to the gym. I've bolted 3 of the last 4 days, which is very good for my finger endurance. And I've also been building up habits that would usually I really have to force myself to do them, but I'm starting to notice that they're becoming a bit more like natural for me. So as soon as I get to the point where I don't have to think too much about doing these habits, and I just wake up and it's like the first thing on my mind, that's where I want to be, and I'm starting to notice that I'm getting towards that point. So I'm happy with my progress. The thing I want to talk about is my experience with hobbies and what I've learned over the past 6 months or so. So throughout my life, I've always found it difficult to keep interest in hobbies. I think it's the same with everyone. At some point or another, you have a hobby, and at some point you just lost interest. I think as I've graduated from high school and I have a lot more downtime, I'm learning that the reason for this is because filling your time with other things in that hobby is one of the most important things to keeping it interesting to you. So, as an anecdote, I was trying to learn Japanese for a while earlier in the year, and since I just didn't have too many things going on in my life other than that, or I had other hobbies, but it's kind of a similar story for all of them at the same time, it's very difficult to keep interest when it's the only thing on your mind. Naturally, if you spend all your time thinking about a hobby, you're just going to lose interest. So you really have to be careful about how you allocate time. The solution, I think, is kind of 2 things. The first thing is kind of maybe a golden spot of having 3 to 4 hobbies. So more than that, you're not going to be able to allocate your time between 8 things going on in your life. But too few, as I say, and it's very easy to just sink all your time into it. So nothing I'm saying is groundbreaking, but it's definitely something that I'm trying to focus on, and maybe I neglected a bit, is the importance of having a golden number of hobbies and just general balance, I guess. That's the whole point. The other thing is there's definitely value in having things that you have to do and have to sink your time into, like work. What else would there be? I mean, obviously sleep. Like, these kind of things aren't really hobbies, they're just things you have to do, are very valuable in making all the other time seem a lot more valuable. So as soon as you have your days filled up by 8 hours of work and 8 hours of sleep, those other 8 hours in the day make it a lot more easy to allocate time to your hobbies, as I say, and it just prevents you sinking all of your time into these hobbies that you then just lose interest in. So it's obviously not an easy process because there's a lot of things going on. Right now I'm really trying to get like a consistent volume of work to be able to do, as I say, make the other 8 hours feel very valuable. But I believe for me, that's the first step, is just filling up your day, and then those other periods of time in the day just become a lot easier to allocate time to, and then that's naturally going to allow you to make hobbies feel a lot more valuable. The other thing I want to talk about is, like, if anyone sees this and watches this far, I'm trying to pick a uni degree right now, and I'm a bit torn between 3 dual degrees. First is law and computer science, second is law and maths, and the third is commerce and computer science. So I don't know, just if anyone has any experience with any of those, and has like some kind of recommendation. I know I kind of should be giving more info about myself to inform the decision, but I don't really have time to do that, and I just kind of need someone to inform me about what they think about any of those degrees. For reference, I guess, what I'm really looking to get out of it is a balance between some theoretical or I guess a more academic side, which is the math or comp sci, and a more practical and almost like something almost for daily life, like commerce, which would help me in obviously business and finances, and law, which give me confidence in speaking and debating. I'm trying to find a balance between those two aspects, and I don't know which one would do it best. So if anyone has any advice, I would be very glad. I think that's it. So goodbye and thanks for watching.